Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Happy Friday. We finally made it. I feel like this week was kind of dragging its feet. Like, I feel like Friday took forever to get here, and that's probably because I'm super excited for this weekend. I'm not even doing anything, I don't have major plans, even though I have to work tomorrow. It's only for a few hours, and then I have the rest of the day off, Sunday off, Monday off, and Tuesday off. So, God is good. God is good. So, here's why I'm excited that the weekend is finally here. I'm extremely exhausted today because I stayed up extremely too late. But as always, God is blessing us and He's always going to be blessing us. So let's get right into the goal for today. Today's goal is to be established. Okay? Be established. And what does it mean to be established, or what does it mean to establish something? It means that you are fixing it. Okay? It means that you're making it permanent, or you're making it fixed. You're making it a part of the structure. Or like for a business, if you're establishing a business, that means that you are building it from the ground up, but you expect that business or whatever you're building to not tumble down. Okay? It also means to be true. So if I'm establishing a law, that means that this law is true to what we're believing going forward. So when we're thinking about being established today, of course we're not talking about ourselves, because we're talking about ourselves, but not like in a physical sense. Like we really have to think deeper into today's goal, because to be established, like for example, if I'll use my sister and my brother for example. My sister and my brother-in-law, they're married. I call him my brother because he is. But they are married. They're having a family. Or they already have a family, and they are establishing themselves in Cleveland, Ohio, or one of the suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio. That means that they are fixing themselves here. Just because you fix yourself here physically, though, doesn't mean that you are staying for the rest of your life. It's not that physically, that's not permanent. But what they are establishing here is their family. They're establishing their family culture, their family dynamic, and they're establishing within their home a set of morals and values that they can all live by, including their children. So when we're talking about being established today, no, you don't have to be physically fixed to any city. I think that stability is great. So, nomads, I don't know how you do it. Give me some insight. But physically, even though you are not fixed physically, so even though you may be moving from one city to the next city, or you may be going from one job to another job, you can still be established in your morals, in your values, in your practices, in your purpose. Understanding your purpose and building that purpose from the ground up, or fixing it, making it a permanent structure in your life, is so important and so key when we're thinking about moving forward and accomplishing our goals and reaching our successes. Because if you are just out here doing Lord knows what, doing everything willy-nilly, you don't have anything that's fixed or anything that's permanent in your life, then how do you know what to hold true? How do you know how to measure up, whether you went too far or you didn't go far enough? Like, how do you know what the standard is for your life? So today, we want to establish that standard. We want to make sure that we are not only establishing that standard for our lives, but everything we do, we want to make sure that it is pointing back to that standard. It is pointing back to whatever is fixed and whatever is permanent in our life. That way we're not wavering. So even if we are going from city to city, or we're in a transition from job to job, or we're in a transition from relationship to relationship, we know one thing about ourselves is, this is what I'm holding true. This is my standard right here. And regardless of where my emotions may take me, regardless of where my job may take me, regardless of where life may take me, I know I can go back to my standard. Okay? Because that's one thing that I know is true. That's one thing that I know is not wavering. That's one thing that I know will keep me grounded and will keep me fixed. Okay? So that is the goal for today, is to be established. I hope everyone has a fabulous Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.